This is my Chunkman account. With a mere chunk in his possession and a dream in his heart, he began his quest to conquer the vast expanse of old-school RuneScape's landmass. He started his journey from humble beginnings in Lumbridge, but with an arsenal of custom tasks, he has faced and overcome countless challenges. His journey has taken him through the trials of total level grinding, epic quests, mysterious clues, and perilous encounters with fearsome bosses, all in order to unlock new chunks of land. Now halfway through the journey, the road ahead may be paved with even greater challenges, but with each obstacle overcome, he moves closer to his goal. So welcome to the second half of Chunkman DDK. Last episode we completed 2 quests to unlock 2 chunks. Those quests were Hero's Quest and Grim Tales, as we had finally unlocked the White Wolf Mountain. Our map expanded with the chunk just east of the ancient vault in the desert and the southwestern chunk of Privdinus. Today we start off with the monkey quests, as we have unlocked the full island of Apatol a short while ago. The next quest we are able to do is Monkey Madness 1. This is going to be a long one, so strap in. And first of all, we need to get to the Gnome Stronghold. There's 2 ways, either to use the balloon system or to use our glider system we have unlocked. So let's use the glider here in Alcarage, and let's go to the Grand Tree in the language of the gnomes, I guess. Let's talk to the king to see if we can get another quest after the Grand Tree quest completion. The king tells us that the Grand Tree is now very much alive again, no worries there. A resting glove was the right call. One of the other loose ends was the shipyard on Karamja, so the king sent the 10th squadron and the lead squadron of gnomes to the shipyard to actually use force if necessary to destroy the shipyard. But he hasn't heard anything from them since they left, which is a bit strange. So he sends us to actually see if they actually arrived there or not, and then figure out what happened to them. So first stop is the shipyard. At the shipyard we can find the gnome liaison officer Karanok, so let's talk to him to see if the 10th squad was actually here or not. Karanok has never seen the 10th squad in this place, but as he is the liaison officer, he will see to it that the shipyard will be deconstructed. And he mentions that during the flight with the glider there was some strong winds, so they might have been blown off course. So let's get back to the king and see what he says. We received some new orders from King Narnode. We have to go to Dairo, who is the new tree guardian, the head tree guardian, that is replacing Glove after he was captured. We have found Dairo and he gave us the update of the mission we are going to undertake. We will have to go to an atoll populated by monkeys south of Karamja. Dairo cannot go with us, so we will have to go with Wadar, a gnome pilot. This hangar is with some new prototypes of gliders, which Glove was going to use to attack the humans. But there's one problem: we need to reinitialize this area, and apparently Wadar doesn't really know how, so let's give it a try ourselves. And there we go. Reinitialization seems to have worked. We now have access to the new gliders. Time to go to the Ape Atoll. Let's go with Wadar here. We have reached an island where we can see all of these crash gliders. So the 10th squad actually crashed here. The only person on this entire island we can find is Lumdo here. So let's have a chat with him. Lumdo is part of the 10th squad, and what happened is actually what we pretty much thought. All their gliders were thrown off wind because of the season at Karamja. They all crashed here, and they actually found an island to the west of here where there seems to be some population. And the sergeant of the 10th squad took everyone except Lumdo here to see if they can actually start from there to ascend with their gliders. Lumdo does not want to take us with the boat here to the island to get to the sergeant, So let's talk to Wadar to see if he maybe knows how to get there. Wadar ordered Lumdo here as he outranks him in the military to take us to the island, and here we are. Let's go and explore the island to see where they are. And here we are at the point that we actually need to unlock the chunk we unlocked quite a while ago now because of all of the quests we have been doing. But let's unlock the last piece of the ape atoll and let's continue. There we can see the gates of the monkeys, but the monkeys actually capture us. In the prison we can see 3 gnomes that have been captured. Let's talk to them to see what's happening here. These gnomes are from the 10th squad and they were captured by the monkeys, and now they are trying to get out by picklocking their jail door. The gorillas that are actually guarding them aren't all that smart, so we should be able to outsmart them if we can picklock our jail door. Let's see what we can find here on the island. In one of the corners here of the island we can find Garkor, which is actually the sergeant which we were looking for. Garkor is telling us that there is more going on this island than meets the eye, and he wants us to actually spring free the 3 gnomes that are in the jail, but for that we need some kind of insider information on the monkeys. We will not be able to convince any of the monkeys on this island, so he actually wants us to become a monkey. How to do that is a bit beyond us at the moment, but he says to talk to their mage, their battle mage, to find out more of the details. And as we are doing that, he is going to still listen to Awoge, the leader of this atoll, to find out what the plans are of the monkeys. Before we actually go to the mage, I want to do a pit stop here, because I don't want to do this multiple times. I will follow the quest guide on this one, but let's open this doorway here, and then let's go and search some of these crates for some items. 1 monkey dentures obtained. Let's open another crate, where we can see that there is a trapdoor below it, so let's go into that hole, where we can find a lot more crates. And we can find a monkey amulet mold. These are the 2 items we needed. Let's teleport out, bank some of our stuff, and then let's get back here for the next part. Now to find the actual battle mage. The sergeant mentioned that we can find him in a dungeon at the south of the island. So let's climb down this bamboo ladder and see if we can find him. There is quite a big dungeon here, so we'll have to go through it to actually find the battle mage. A very long run later, we can find Zuknok together with the 2 gnome engineers. The reason they are at the end of this really long tunnel with all of the traps and the zombie monkeys and the skeleton monkeys is because they are trying to get to a specific place that is heavily guarded from the upstairs part. With the plan change to get us as a monkey, Zuknok actually needed some things. We need to make an amulet that we can then enchant to actually be able to speak to the monkeys. And on the other hand, we need a talisman that we can hold, which will then make us a physical monkey. Zuknok needed some things for the monkey amulet, and that's why we had the dentures and the monkey amulet mold already. So we didn't have to actually return here, because going through here 2 times would be a very annoying thing. And then he made an enchanted bar with a gold bar and those monkey dentures. We need to smith that bar with this mold in a special place, just to make sure that the magic does not dissipate from this bar. So let's go back into the town and see if we can find a location for this. There is a temple here with the monkey guard, so this seems to be the place that Zuknok wanted to infiltrate. And we're getting boxed in. Can we get to the trapdoor with a world hop? We seem to have lost aggro, so let's go down quickly. And there's a lot of zombie monkeys here, so we seem to be in the same place where Zuknak was close to. Let's use the bar on this wall of flame to actually make the monkey speak amulet, and then a ball of wool to actually make it wearable. Now the only thing we need is a monkey talisman to then be able to change into a monkey. And because we can now talk to monkeys, we should actually try to talk to some, but actually most of them actually don't want to talk to us, so let's maybe try the monkey child. After talking to the monkey child a couple of times, we have convinced it that we are not a weird stranger. And the monkey's aunt has ordered him to pick 20 bananas, but it can't even count to 20. So we offered to help him by picking some bananas. And then he will get a toy as a reward, and we will be able to borrow that reward. And there we go, the toy the monkey child has given us is a monkey talisman, which is perfect. This is something we can hold, and we can let Zuknak enchant this. The only thing we are still left with to actually be able to enchant this one is some bones of a monkey. So let's go to Karamja and actually get those bones. Back to Zuknak with the items. Let's give him the talisman and the corpse of a Karamjan monkey. Meanwhile, while we have gotten the monkey talisman to actually change into a monkey, we get a cutscene with Karanok talking to Waydar. Karanok and Waydar are conspiring, and they actually want to get some gold and some fame by letting the entire squad of the Royal Guard go missing in the jungles of Kramcha, so pretty much kill them, and then they can blame it onto the humans so they can actually proceed with Glove's plan to go and attack the humans. Back to where we left off, we have the Kramjan monkey Grigri, so look at that, we can transform into a monkey. Let's see what happens if we get to the gates as a monkey. Nothing just yet. Let's try to open the gate, and they actually let us pass. So that's already an improvement of being a human and immediately getting knocked out into the prison. Talking to Garkor again, he says we look perfectly as a Karamjan monkey that is looking to form an alliance with these monkeys here. So let's go to Awoge and let's see if he can accept the alliance. We cannot actually get in. We need to actually talk to Kruk, the head guard of the monkeys here. So we will have to find him first. There we go. Found Kruk near the gates. Let's see if he can accept us. That was easy enough. We said we were an envoy of the Karamjan monkeys, and there we go. Awoge right for the talking. Awoge is actually not really sure if he can trust us. But if we can prove ourselves by freeing a monkey from the RD Zoo, he will consider our proposal. When talking to the monkey minder here, we can see there are a lot of monkeys. But even though they have an abundance of Karamjan monkeys, he doesn't want to give us one. So let's actually infiltrate inside the pen by just transforming into a monkey. Talking to him, so he actually puts us in the cage here. Then talk to one of the monkeys to make sure that it escapes with us. Easy enough. The monkey was really happy to be able to get out of here. So we have a monkey in our backpack now. Let's unequip the Grigri and let's try to get out of here with the mender. And now the guide says that we will have to go back on foot, so the monkey doesn't escape. We do not have the entrance unlocked of the Gnome Stronghold. So now I'm actually really doubting if we can finish this quest. I am going to try to use the glider system again, but I'll have to first see where the nearest glider is. Probably White Wolf Mountain. So let's walk over there, try to use the glider, and hope the monkey doesn't escape our backpack. Otherwise we will not be able to finish the quest, which would be a pity. Alright, moment of truth. Let's glider with Captain Bleemage. we want to go to the Grand Tree. Is the monkey still here? Okay, he still is. I did not expect this, that this was actually going to work. We almost had another quest where we were not able to finish it when we started it, but whew, that was closer than I imagined it was going to be. I never thought about this step actually, so alright, let's continue. With the monkey freed, Owage is ready to talk about it with his advisors to reach a verdict. After talking to the sergeant of the 10th squad on our progress, he mentions that our efforts might be in vain, as he has overheard a talking of Owage, Waydar and Karanok, which doesn't seem good. Karanok is mentioning that he will give Owage the ability to summon all of the people of the 10th squad together with one of the pets of Glove. So maybe another demon like we already killed. And Owage seems to actually accept, so that's actually really bad. Garkor actually mentions that the plans of the two other gnomes aren't actually the worst, except for the demon and trying to kill us, of course. But because of the entire squad is going to be summoned to battle in the trap, all the gnomes that are trapped in the jail of the monkeys will then be freed and will be sent to that arena. So we won't actually have to break them free, and we have received a 10th squad sigil, and this is how all the gnomes will be marked as who to be summoned. So we got an extra sigil so we can actually join the fight. Let's go and prepare for the fight first. Let's get back to a bank. Then let's see if we can finish this quest. All geared up. Let's wear the 10th squad sigil. Let's be teleported to the trap that Owage has set. And there we go. We are in a kind of an arena. And there are all of the other people from the 10th squad. And there we have a jungle demon that is going to attack us. It attacks with magic and melee, which is quite annoying, so we can't really protect ourselves. So let's put up an old move of attacking from a distance, maybe. Now he uses a spell and then we run away. And do that again. And there we go. That's the demon already down. Garkor thanks us for helping the 10th squad. And now we can talk to Zuknok to actually get out of here. And then we can go to the king to actually tell what's happened here. As a reward of rescuing the 10th squad, we get 10,000 coins and 3 diamonds from the treasury. And that's the end of the quest. We get 3 quest points, access to a patrol, which is also access to a couple of steps. Definitely an elite step and a hard step. I'm not really sure how many though, but that's very nice to have. The reward I just mentioned then also. And we have access to Deiro's training, which we will go and collect immediately. Because we are now part of the 10th squad, we need to take the mandatory test to test our strength, stamina, attack and defense. And we can actually focus on one of the two. And because I don't really need hit points experience, I'd really like to get some more defense and attack experience. Let's go for the second option. And there we go. We get 35k experience in attack and defense and 20k in strength and hit points. A very nice reward for our very long work, as this actually took quite a while to finish this quest. But for now we have finally completed Monkey Madness 1. We could go back to the island and get some of the special items there, like a dragon scimitar, but we already have a whip, so I don't really see the point in doing that. But we have completed the quest, which means we have completed another task on our spreadsheet. So let's go back there, finish it over there, and then let's pick another chunk. We have finished Monkey Madness 1. That was our 95th quest already, getting really close to the nice and round 100. And we got up to 291 landmass chunks now. And then back to our map. The last chunk we unlocked was the southwestern chunk of Privdinus, which now gives us the possibility to unlock 2 more pieces of the Terranwin area, which isn't really the best as we don't have access to it. Let's see if we can unlock another piece or whatever we are going to get from the chunk picker. Let's pick a chunk. Okay. We get a smidgen of land of the Feldip Hills. Not the greatest to unlock. We are getting closer to the Mids Guild, Corsair Cove as well. Yeah, there's not really much here. With the completion of Monkey Madness, we are now able to do the monkey part in Recipe for Disaster. So we are back in the dining hall of the Lumbridge Castle. And let's inspect Awoge and see what we need to give him his favorite dish to break him out of this spell. Eris doesn't really know what Awoge is fond of, so we might as well just ask him on the Ape Atoll. Awoge does not really want to disclose his favorite dish, probably because they could poison it and then that would be an issue for him. But he was talking about 3 monkeys. He made sure that they wouldn't be able to tell. So let's go to the temple and let's see if they can actually shed some light on the dish. These 3 monkeys have a deficit. One cannot talk, one cannot hear, and one cannot see. So we are talking with the one that cannot see because he can actually hear us and then answer back. And after going some back and forth talking about that we are going to do something for the king's birthday, he mentions that he has a real soft spot for a roasted giant snake stuffed with sliced banana and monkey nut paste. While we do have the recipe, the other 2 monkeys were actually making some kind of hissy fit. So I assume the recipe is not entirely correct. We showed a normal banana to the monkeys, and after some discussion we actually found out that the color was not correct. We need a red banana. Now let's do the same thing for the monkey nuts. And just like that, normal monkey nuts are not enough. We need cheeky monkey nuts, which are a better flavorful kind of monkey nuts. Now that we know what we need to get, let's get the first part, and that's the giant snake, of course. On Crash Island we can find this pit where the snake should be at. And there we go, 1 big snake. Let's get a couple because I don't want to burn this. The next ingredient we have to get is a banana, a red banana. But the plants here seem to be in the way, so we cannot actually get to the banana tree. We could try to use a rope on it, but we are just a little monkey, so we cannot actually get there. On to the next piece. For the monkey nuts, we actually need to be on top of this hill. So if we try to use this jumping stone, it mentions that we are not really stealthy or agile to actually use the agility course. So that's also a problem. We do notice that there are a lot of ninja monkeys around that could do this. So I guess we know what to do. We will have to make some more monkey grigris to be able to transform into other kinds of monkeys. For the grigris themselves, we have a very useful thing here now. We can actually buy the monkey talismans instead of having to steal them from the monkey child each time. So let's buy 3 as we are going to need 3. So 1 for the ninja, 1 for the bigger monkey, the ape, and then 1 extra, which I will explain in a bit. We also need the corpse of 1 of the monkeys we actually need, so let's attack 1 of the guards here. And now, after we have collected all of the bones we need, together with the grigris, we need to once again go to Zooknog to actually make the grigris. So we will have to go through the tunnel all over again until we reach the end. One advantage though, as we are a monkey now, the zombie monkeys aren't actually attacking us. So we will just get hit by the traps and the falling rubble. And there we go at Zooknog. Let's give him a monkey talisman together with the small ninja monkey bones. for a ninja monkey Grigri. And then the same thing for a gorilla Grigri. And then the last one, a zombie monkey Grigri. So now we should have everything we need to actually make the stuffed snake. Now that we are a very strong gorilla, we can use the rope on the banana tree to get the red banana. Then as a ninja monkey, we are finally agile enough to get up here. And on the top of the hill, we can find a hole where we will find the monkey nuts we need. So let's pick from the bush, make it into some paste, and then let's use every ingredient on the snake to make a raw stuffed snake. I actually botched the other two, so we will have to hope that we don't burn this one. We are 95 cooking though, so I doubt we will have to do that, but you never know. After having a talk to the monkeys and with the raw stuffed snake, it's actually pretty long, so we cannot just put it on a range or a fire. So we will have to have a very special place to actually make this. And they mentioned that it's in the cave with all of the zombie monkeys. Let's enter this crevice. Here we can see there are hot stones. And if we would use another monkey, we would not actually be able to pass because we get damaged. But if we use the zombie Grigri, we can just pass without any issue. So let's now hope we don't burn this raw stuffed snake. Let's use it on the rock to cook it. And okay, we did it. A stuffed snake. Favorite meal of Owowogi has been made. Let's go and complete the quest by going back to the castle. One stuffed snake for one frozen Owowogi. And that's the end of the quest. We have freed King Owowogi and we get 1 quest point, 10,000 cooking experience, 10,000 agility experience, the Apatol teleport spell, so we won't have to actually use the gliders each time anymore. And we get more of the Colonneromancer's chest. Only 2 people left to save before we can finish the quest. But this will still take a while as we are still missing a couple of quests for this. For now, let's go to the Colonneromancer's chest, as I really want those new gloves. Our current best in slots were these mithril gloves. We can now buy adamant gloves for 3,250 coins, which is actually cheap. And then let's see what the difference is. Just a +1 in everything, which is going to help a lot with everything we are going to do. And then if we check our other gloves we had, our Black Dragonhide Vampraces are still better on the attack and the defense bonuses for respectively ranged and magic, but for all the rest, the adamant gloves are just way better. And then for the combat bracelets, I think with the mithril gloves, if we would use these, like you can see here, the combat bracelet was a bit better attack wise, not defense wise, but with the adamant gloves, we now have a full upgrade as this combat bracelet has become obsolete to us. So a best in slot glove slot at the moment for pretty much all of the styles, which is an amazing upgrade to our gear. But for now, we have completed King Owowogi, the part of the subquest. So that means that we have completed another quest, and another quest means another task completed and another chunk to pick. And there goes another quest. The RFD portion to free King Owowogi has been completed. That is now our 96th quest and our 292nd chunk unlocked. And then back to our map. The last chunk we unlocked was one of the western chunks of the filled up hills. It doesn't really have much as there's a lot of water in here as well. And now we can unlock just some more of that western frontier together with another water chunk. Right about now, I don't really mind getting anything if it's good or bad. So let's see, what do we get? Let's pick a chunk. Okay, a very small speck of land near the tombs of a mascot, but it is landmass, so it is counted as one of the tiles we need to unlock. There's 2 more just like that, so Another piece of the desert unlocked. Nothing special, but we are one chunk closer to unlocking the entire landmass. And with that, we have finished the monkey quests we can do with our current chunks. It's been a very long couple of quests and a very long quest streak, but this was the last one we could do as we haven't unlocked any more quest chunks in the meantime. So next episode we will go back to doing some non-quest tasks, which will be a nice change of pace after this massive quest spree. So I hope to see you all then, and have a great day.